Thank you, Toastmaster. I will tell you a story to illustrate second chances in life. Maybe to better your perfect days. Maybe to get more perfect days. So, to start my story, I would like to know who is here have been to the USA? Great. Because this story happened in Sweden. I tried to make facetious remarks there, right? So, long time ago, when there was no internet and no smartphone, there was a perfect day, perfect Saturday, sunny, clear sky. It was a really nice day, like in mid of July. There was this really sweet girl, very lovely girl, in her early 20s. She lives in a village, and she decided to go to a supermarket in the nearest city. Not the regular supermarket where she usually goes to. And in that city, there lives also a young man. The young man is also in his early 20s. After a week of work on this Saturday, he decided to go to do some groceries. They are now in the same supermarket, right? So she goes off, take off her list for groceries. She put all her things in her cart. He also did some groceries, put also things in his cart. But then she decided to get some chocolate ice cream. So that girl walked into the frozen aisle, the aisle with the frozen food, and got her ice cream. He wants some pizza, and just like the regular guy, a little bit lazy, so he decided to get some frozen pizza. So he entered that aisle from the other side. He grabbed his pizza, put in his cart, and when he looked up, he saw this girl, this really lovely girl. Their eyes meet, and bam! At that moment, they got a real connection. Click, we call that. And at that moment, when their eyes meet, they don't lose any eye contact. They were so drawn to each other, they walk slowly to each other with their cards in their hand. And when they are in touching range, the guy did something. He said hi. And that's when it all started. They talk and talk and talk. They paid their groceries and got to talk some more. They got to drink, they got some food, and they talk a lot of things about how they are in their personal life, what their hobbies are. And before they knew, it was dark outside. They didn't realize it because their connection was so deep, and they forget about it. The whole world was disappearing around them. But now, reality comes. She has to go back to her family. He has to go back to his home. They decided to not exchange contacts, numbers, telephone numbers, addresses, because they can't believe the connection was so deep. They thought, maybe if we meet each other again, it's fate. So they go back to their homes. What happened next day is, on a Sunday, the supermarket was not open. And the weekdays after that, they have to go to work. So every time they go outside their home, they look around to see if they can see each other again. But because they live in different parts, he lives in the city, she lives in the village, that didn't happen so fast. So weeks passed, months passed by, they haven't found each other yet. 2 years later, a really big epidemic broke out. So a disease hits that region. It hits the city first. One of the people who got infected with that disease was the boy. So he was taken to the hospital. A few days later, the same disease hit the village where the girl lives. And so the girl has to go to the same hospital. But they got in different wings, the opposite wings in that hospital. The boy was there earlier, so he's now feeling better. He's allowed to go home. The boy was allowed to go home, but the girl, she still has to stay because the doctor wants to make sure that when she leaves, she has to feel better. And now the girl decided to just walk around and just stretch some legs. She walks mindlessly through the hospital, and before she knew, she was in the main hall. And she walked past by the main entrance that's in the middle of that main hall. She was walking, and when she looked up, she saw the boy. She saw the boy again, but now, again, that connection. Both of their eyes meet, and they walk slowly to each other again. And when they are in arm's length, something happened. They walk past by each other because the feeling is not the same anymore. Too much had happened in the same time, and now they don't feel that really strong connection again. And so they live on with their life. My point of the story is, first, you have to do something new. That girl went to her regular supermarket. She did something new. The second point is, you have to recognize the really exceptional situation. When something positive happens, you have to recognize it. When it's a perfect day, recognize it. And third, you have to appreciate it, because those things don't happen very often. Just like Robin said, it's very rare. And the last point is, get the information, the necessary information to follow up, to get more of that situation, to write down or do something, whether it's in your business life or in your personal life. Get something more out of it. Get the information you needed to follow up. Thank you.